Welcome back to another episode of Business Headlines on India Roundup. This is Paloma Quadras bringing you the top business news that made headlines this week. Our aim is to bring you high-quality news through well-recognized news sources, and we appreciate you watching our programs. India blocks access to 43 more Chinese apps, including AliExpress. The government blocked access to 43 more Chinese mobile apps on Tuesday, including Alibaba, Workbench, AliExpress, Alipay Cashier, Camcard, and WeDate, on the grounds of national security. The Ministry of Electronics and IT has issued the order for blocking the access of these apps by users in India based on detailed reports received from the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center and Ministry of Home Affairs, an official release has said. In June this year, the government had blocked access to 59 mobile apps and in September banned 118 apps under Section 69A of the Information Technology Act. Goldman Sachs revises India's financial year 21 GDP. Goldman Sachs on Tuesday revised its financial year 21 growth forecast for India to a 10.3% contraction from 14.8% in September. India's GDP is expected to rebound to 13% in the next fiscal year as announcements of effective vaccines are surfacing. Last week, Moody's Investors Service also upgraded its estimate for the Indian economy to an 8.9% contraction for the calendar year 2020 against previous estimates of a 9.6% contraction. Sequoias Surge backs a dozen desi startups in fourth batch. Sequoias Surge Accelerator has picked up 12 Indian companies for its fourth batch. The fourth batch has a total of 17 companies, with the other startups being from Southeast Asia and having raised over $45 million in capital. Surge typically invests $1 to $2 million in each startup, in addition to investors co-investing in them. Some of the Indian startups include group health insurance provider Plum, payroll and workforce management firm Pagar Book, and website and apps testing platform Lambda Test. Warehouse business gets online push amid pandemic. Adapting to the growing needs of consumers who have now moved to online buying amid the COVID-19 scare, companies have started stocking up products, which in turn are taking up more warehousing space. Abhishek Bharadwaj, Chief Marketing Officer at Shrishti Infrastructure Development Corporation, said that their warehouse business has grown by 15 to 20% during the pandemic, adding that the sudden boom in e-commerce has contributed to their growth. India's score on protecting minority investors has slipped, needs to sharpen focus, said Finance Ministry official. Based on the ease of doing business ranking compiled by the World Bank, India's score on protection of minority investors has slipped, highlighting a need for stakeholders to improve on this aspect, a senior Finance Ministry official said on Tuesday. The comments arrive at a time when there have been some defaults by brokerages impacting small investors. India's ranking on protecting minority investors slipped from 7th place last year to 13th spot in the World Banking Doing Business 2020 report. Google pays 33,737 crore rupees for 7.73% in Jio Platforms. Google has paid 33,737 crore rupees for 7.73% in Reliance Industries Jio Platforms Limited, joining global investors such as Facebook. This transaction is Google's biggest investment in an Indian company. With this investment, Jio Platforms has raised a total of rupees 1.52 lakh crore by selling nearly 33% stake to 13 financial and strategic investors in just 11 weeks. This has helped Reliance Industries Limited erase its net debt much before its March 2021 target.
India, incredible India.
upGrad acquires coaching institute The Gate Academy. Indian ed tech startup upGrad has acquired Bengaluru-based The Gate Academy for an undisclosed amount. The Gate Academy will operate as a subsidiary of upGrad with its own brand name, and its founder and CEO Ritesh Roshan continuing in his role. upGrad will invest 100 crore rupees into the test preparation subsidiary, while also developing 20,000 hours of content in multiple languages to provide access to at least 1 million test takers annually. upGrad added that this acquisition is the first of many lined up for the startup in the allied field of higher education. Asian firms are exploring fresh investments in India. Strategic investors from Japan, Korea, and Thailand lead the growing interest in Indian companies as they look to diversify supply chains from China. Strategic investors are exploring fresh investments in India and seeking investments in pharma on the private equity side. Several major buyouts have already been announced this year, such as KKR's $414 million acquisition of JB Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals Limited, and Carlyle's $201 million acquisition of Sequoia Scientific Limited. Thank you for watching. Do share your feedback of this episode in the comments section below. And if you like the program, please subscribe to our channel. We appreciate you watching today's episode and look forward to seeing you again next week. Till then, stay safe and take care.